Hi guys, thanks again for visiting us at RS Aquaculture. So for today's video, I'll be going through some of the maintenance that we had to do on our crab boxes because we have actually been running the system since 2017-2018, and just to change out some of the covers that have been worn out or broken into a newer and more efficient covers. So stay tuned. So for those who are new to our channel at Mud Crab Farming, do considering subscribe to our channel to get more notification on our latest videos. And back to business. So for those who have been looking at our channel since 2019-2020, we actually started this crab farm 5 to 6 years back, and most of it has actually been continuously operating for the past 5 to 6 years without any day off. And you can see that most of my metal stands, although they're being painted initially when installed, they've already started to rust. So what's more important is actually our crab house are being maintained well. So this is a sample cover of the lid that we use in our crab farm to prevent the crabs from escaping. And a new lid would typically look like this, right? So this is how a new replacement door looks like. And you can see clearly at the hinge, this is how it's supposed to be, working. But typically this part, right, over time will tend to break because of frequent opening and closing of the boxes. So you have to replace them on a regular basis to make sure that your crabs do not escape from the boxes. And this is how you do the typical replacement. So be careful while you're slotting in because there's a high chances for it to break. So apart from these blue color doors, right, actually the manufacturer in China have actually also made a transparent version. No, and initially we tried to order in about 50 of these transparents because they're a bit more expensive. But we had the idea that if it was transparent, apart from looking aesthetically more beautiful, but is there a productivity gain? So these transparent covers are exactly the same as the blue ones, just that the material is different, right? So you can see them being mounted. It's not more brittle. It is exactly the same as the additional cover, and it doesn't shatter upon dropping. But what I really like about the transparent cover is that you are actually able to see the crabs without opening the boxes. So this is actually very important, right? If you can take a look here. So this is just zooming onto the crab at the inside of the box. You can actually see the crabs, and this really gives us an insight without having to open the boxes, and it saves a lot of time, and it can also help us to identify whether the feed has been taken by the crabs. For mud crab farm operators like us, what we realize over time is your boxes, especially the lids, needs to be replaced on a regular basis when they're worn out, right? And this is actually to make sure that the crabs does not escape, because the tendency for them to escape, after they leave the crab house is for them to go and hide under, places like these. So you will find a dead crab after a few days underneath the table, underneath the floor, because you can see most of my lab table or some of the equipments that I have are really close to the crab farm, and once they escape from the crab farm, they tend to hide in what we call spots like this, and you really get this really foul smell after 1 or 2 days, which is really unpleasant. We are one of the oldest mud crab farms that have been in operations over the past 6 or 7 years, and I think with this current setup we can still last a few more years before end of life. And for those who have been following our channel, thank you, and to see you again at RS Aquaculture.